This video will be on the 8th Amendment referendum. There are many reasons to vote no. One reason is that when abortion is legalised, it is difficult to legislate pro-life statutes thereafter. Roe versus Wade, Doe versus Bolton, and Planned Parenthood versus Casey have not been quashed or overturned. The Abortion Act of 1967 has never been repealed, nor has it been replaced with a pro-life bill in the Commons. Another reason to vote no is that when abortion is legalised, the floodgates open, and there are past examples which demonstrate this. According to Johnston's archive, there were 27,200 abortions in Britain during 1967. The latest figure is 202,469 abortions a year in Britain. The sources for that figure are the Department of Health Statistics and the Information Services Division's statistics. That's a 7-fold increase in 5 decades. Another example is that there were 586,760 abortions in the US during 1972, and they occurred at a rate of 180 abortions per 1,000 births. The source for that statistic is the Centre for Disease Control. According to the Guttmacher Institute, there were 926,200 abortions in the United States during 2014, and they occurred at a rate of 186 abortions per 1,000 births, according to the Centre for Disease Control. This shows that the number of abortions in the United States increased after Roe versus Wade and Doe versus Bolton. Another reason to vote no is the increase in numbers of eugenic abortions. The Information Services Division statistics showed that Ground E abortions in Scotland increased from 136 during 2011 to 214 during 2014. Ground A abortions are performed when there's a substantial risk of serious mental and physical handicaps and abnormalities. According to the Department of Health Statistics, 3,436 Ground A abortions are performed in England and Wales per annum. According to the same Department of Health Statistics, most abortions in Britain are done on healthy babies on the basis of demand alone. 97% of abortions in England and Wales are done on Ground C, as are 98% of abortions in Scotland. Ground C abortions are done for social reasons, EDS on demand alone. This means 197,200 207 babies are killed on demand in Britain every year. Another reason to vote no is Ireland's low maternal mortality rate. And Ireland's maternal mortality rate is 8 per 100,000. India's maternal mortality rate is 174 per 100,000. South Africa's is 138 per 100,000. United States is 14 per 100,000, and Britain's is 9 per 100,000. And it should be pointed out that all have legal abortion and all have higher maternal mortality rates than Ireland. Another reason to vote no is Ireland's low infant mortality rate. Ireland's infant mortality rate is 5 per 100,000. South Africa's is 44 per 100,000. India's infant mortality rate is 36 per 100,000. United States is 6 per 100,000, and Britain's is 5 per 100,000. Another reason to vote no is the sheer scale of the abortion industry. On January the 22nd of 2016, CNS News reported that over 58,586,256 babies had been aborted since Roe versus Wade. And according to the British government's own statistics, over 8 million babies have been aborted in Britain since the 1967 Act. And it should be pointed out that Britain spends £90 million of public funds a year on abortion. If the 8th Amendment is repealed, pro-life people will not be able to be conscientious objectors. Simon Harris said that Leinster House would fund abortion if the 8th Amendment is repealed. Another reason to vote no is that the number of botched abortions is considerably high. On the 11th of August 2017, the Daily Mail reported that Mary Stopes botched 373 abortions in 2 months, and that Mary Stopes had botched 2,600 abortions during 2015. Between 1998 and 2016, there were at least 118 known cases of maternal death from abortions in the United States. In February 2013, the Washington Post reported that at least 400 women have died from legal abortions in the United States. Another reason to vote no is that women are pressured into having abortions. The study titled Women Who Suffered Emotionally from Abortion, a qualitative synthesis of their experience, which was published in the Journal of American Physicians and Surgeons, shows that women are pressured into abortion. The study found that 73.8% of women were pressured into having their abortion. 58.3% said that they aborted to satisfy other people's wishes. 30% feared the loss of their partner if they did not abort. Another study shows similar conclusions. Forced abortion in America by the Elliott Institute found that 64% of women were pressured into having their abortion. 67% weren't counselled prior to having an abortion. 79% weren't informed of the resources available to them, and 54% were unsure of their decision to abort, and 84% weren't sufficiently informed. Do not bring this carnage, savagery and barbarity to Ireland. Trich Dombia Sowell and Octu Botal Neil. That word dull. Save the ape, fight for life, and vote no.